Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. These are mods for Thursday the 10th of November. We have got some updates too. The map Wilhelmina 22 2.0 by Poor Boy and Catalyze Industries has had an update that says no new save game is required. The Komatsu Forwarder pack by HR Forst and Fahrzeugbau. The Husqvarna Enduro pack by Farm Centro Sul. The John Deere 250 by Sluiches Modding. The Lizard Colossus pack by Chris S and Riley S. The Lizard TARDIS XL by Omatana. The Flegel SDS 350J by Pepe978, the Homemade Bale Trailer by Slashmon, the Lizard Animal Trailer by Bushcap, the Dutch Contractor Shed by Dutch Modding Inc., the Garage for Machines by Dideck96, the Free Fuel by Oz Farmer, and the Z070 Miwa by Hashtel and EE have all had updates. In front of me I have got the Factory Soy Drink by Fra-Cassés. 2.42 megabytes download, 13 slots on console, 80 grand to buy. This requires soybean and water. 100,000 litres of each is the capacity. As you can see, the water goes around the side, the soybean goes in the front here. Now I put this in just after 8 o'clock. I sped up time so I could see how long it would take to get pallets. I've got 4 pallets already. It processes pretty quickly, and I'm on normal economy on my test map. Prices for these, because there's a sell point as well, are pretty good, I have to say. If we go up to the sell point menu here, soy drink, sale of pallet of soy drink, 4,161 per pallet, or per 1,000, on normal economy. It's obviously easier to be more and harder to be less, but that's pretty cool. You'll find under productions, under factories, the slot count will come down on this one from 13 down to 1, like I said, 80 grand, pretty straightforward. And if we go to the sell points, just there, that one's 11 slots, and that's 4 grand to buy the sell point for that. Again, slot count comes down to 1. I don't think there's any pick-upable, no, they're not. But that's pretty cool. It's a big building, but then I suppose it's a factory. It's going to be, isn't it? You can manage your productions from here. Obviously, you can go into the main menu. You know, however you want to go about it, really, it's entirely up to you. But I think for what it takes, for the speed of process and for the pricing, that's pretty cool. Factory Soy Drink by Fra-Cassés. Next, we've got the medium-sized Brazilian shed by Modhub Brazil. With 2 of these, we've got a standard one, and we've got one with the side porch lean-to type dealio. 3.61 megabytes download. These are 4 slots each. That one's 100,000 to buy, that one's 130,000 to buy. You'll find these under build mode and sheds. Just there. Slot counts on both come down to 1. There's no lighting on them. Not a bad size. I'm wondering whether or not those blue bits up there, I think there might, unless they're supposed to be blue, they just seem quite shiny. Sometimes if the texture's gone a bit awry in the XML files when it comes over to console, then maybe they're supposed to be blue. I just thought it looked a bit shiny. But anyway, and then this one here has got the little lean-to section on the side. Headers, header trailers. Again, whatever you want to put on there, small vehicles, it's entirely up to you. Medium-sized Brazilian shed by Modhub Brazil. Next, we've got the haul package. Also doesn't have lighting. We have got, this is 9.8 megabytes download. This is by ikas. We've got 4 slots, 5 slots, 23 slots, and 6 slots. We'll have a look under build mode and sheds. I was going to say silos then, sheds. So 35 grand for the first one, that's that one there. That one there is 45 grand. That one there is 95 grand. And that one there, the open haul, is 75 grand. Now that one, I must admit, I did wonder whether it would have a workshop trigger. It doesn't, but what it does have really surprised me. It's a small thing. I don't know whether I'm feeling particularly, I don't know what it is today, but they're nice sheds. I like them. But this one, the more expensive one and the higher slot count, is this window over the side here. There's a series I watched, no one's really interested, but I watched a series called Gone Fishing with Paul Whitehouse and Bob Mortimer. I find it very engaging viewing. I'm not necessarily a fisherman. Fished when I was a kid, but I love watching it. And I watched some last night, and I came in here and I was like, whoa. My first thought was, imagine placing this on a map where you've got an amazing view looking out across there. I'm not saying this isn't an amazing view, but I mean, like a valley going down to a river at the bottom and mountains over, that kind of thing. I need to go to the Lake District. I just loved that. I thought it was an interesting feature rather than just having a plain wall on the side there. That lovely window. But again, no lighting in this one either. Plenty of space. Doorways are pretty big, so you should be able to get most stuff in and out of here. And then this one on the side there. Nice. The whole package by ikas. Moving on from there, we have this, the Pöttinger Vitasem 302A, ADD, and Lion 303. This is 14 point... Is it 14.01 or 14.61? Me and my handwriting. 14.01 megabytes download. It's 6 slots for this combination. 3 meters wide. You can have it 1,000 litre capacity or 600 litre capacity, I think. But this can detach from the power harrow on the front here. You can buy the power harrow separately, which is 1 slot. It's also 3 meters wide, and you'll find it under power harrows. These by Arek. I haven't already said that. So we're going to go to this menu, that one there. Go along to our seeders first. Just there. So, 34 grand for the base model. 130 horsepower required. We can have 302 ADD, which is 1,000 litre capacity, or it says plus or minus 3,000. It takes 3 grand off that price, brings it down to 31 grand. You can have the 600 litre capacity one. So it's entirely up to you which you go for. We have warning boards. We've got warning boards on the back already, but we have warning boards yes or no at the front. Handrail on the back, yes or no. Main colour changes the side bars. I'm sure the change in colour there. Design colour changes all the metalwork down the back here from red to black. And then we've got license plate option on there too. If we come out of there and we go to... Hang on, have I missed it? There we go, power harrows out to the end there. So you can just get the Lion 303 for 18,500, 90 horsepower required on that. So you can get that unit individually if you want to. So, we'll jump in, start her up. What we can do, whilst it's on the ground, when it's lifted you can't. If I detach now, I can just run this as my power harrow. So if you bought it separately, or if you bought it like that, if you don't want to do seeding but you just need the power harrow, you absolutely can. We do have ridge markers. The ridge markers will work when you've got the seeder on as well. Left, right, or off. So if you're not using GPS, which we can't on console, but and you want to go old school, you can put your ridge markers down, and then when you come around to the next turn, just follow the line down, then you should be absolutely bang on. And then we'll turn it all on. I've got it set on wheat. Oh no, this happened once before. This is very strange. Because I said this the last time we had one like this. We've got a power harrow on the front, which is power harrowing. So that should power harrow, then seed behind it, which technically makes it a direct drill. And we've already seen that the power harrow works fine on its own. Did that no problem at all. But now it's not doing anything. So if I now come onto this bit here and drop it down, we are now seeding. There's a little strip there just behind which is seeding. But the point is, there's no point having the power harrow then, surely. Because this has already been cultivated. If it won't do it on here and seed, let's check the map. That's a curious one. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we've got a strip there. Although it is showing... Oh no, it's done it there. I was going to say it's shown a strip. It did this. It seeded here where it had already power harrowed. So with the power harrow running on the front, which it should be the retro, it's not doing it. In which case, it kind of renders it a bit... Let's disconnect that. I'm sure, yeah, we had one of these. It might have been... not this model, I don't think. But I can't run that without it. I can't run the other one without it. It has to have this on it. Because I don't think that won't attach. Or will it? I think it only attaches to that. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. No, that's not supposed to work like that. Can't detach it now. Oh, that's something to be aware of then. Don't do that. That's where I'm leaving it. Okay, so it needs to be attached to that. For some reason, it could be the map, could be a mod conflict, something like that. The power harrow will work on power harrow, but when it's attached to the seeder, it's not power harrowing and seeding. Which means you've then got to run a cultivator anyway, and then run the power harrow with it over something you've already cultivated to get it to seed, which seems a bit odd to me. That's the Pöttinger Vitasem 302A ADD and Lion 303 by Arek. Next, we've got this. This is the Annaburger HTD pack by VertexDezign. We've got the... make sure I get this right. We've got the TS2827, 8 slots, 24,000 litre capacity and an 18 metre spread width. This is our slurry or digestate spreaders. We've got the DTS 12.00. That's 4 slots. That's the dolly. So you can run this one on a semi, lorry, whatever you want to, or you can run it with the dolly. My opinion has always been with ones like this, you're almost better off getting this version because you can run it with more things, I think. That one over there is the HTD 3027. That's 10 slots, also 24,000 litres, also an 18 metre spread width. It's basically this one with a built-in dolly. So you can put it with your tractors and things like that. I mean, you can still put it with the lorry as long as it's got a rear trail hitch. But this one gives you the ability to detach the dolly, and then you can go either way. It's up to you, of course. These are very nicely made mods. You'll find them under slurry tanks. So the TS2827 is 50 grand, 200 horsepower required. We can have tyres of Michelin, BKT, Continental, Lizard. Under the Michelin, we've got standard and wide. This is the same on both of them. Under BKT, just wides. Continental, just standards. The Lizard, we've got a standard and a wide. Design, standard or with reflectors, or under-ride guard and reflectors. So you can go with any one of those. Label colour, we can have colour or white, depending on what you go for on the main colour. Main colour does the chassis, you can have that red or grey, black. Design colour, we can have red or green. Now, if you go with the red, the Annaburger sign disappears. So that was when you would change that to the white one if you went for the red version. Then we've got license plate option 2, and then the Annaburger HTD. All the same options as the previous one, just has the fixed dolly on the front. And if we come out of there and we go down to our dollies, just there. The DTS 12.00, 16,400. Same tyre options available, Michelin, BKT, Continental, Lizard. Under the Michelin and the Lizard, we've got standards and wides. Design, standard or protection plate over the top to protect all your pipe work, wiring, that kind of stuff. And license plate option 2. While I'm doing this, I will just say now, as of today, the 11th, I'm recording this because I couldn't do the mod review yesterday, the embargo lifts for people with early access to the new Silver Run Forest Platinum Edition, that kind of thing. I have been sent early access on PC, but that doesn't help me with my console gaming. So you'll probably see loads and loads of content over the weekend now. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It releases Tuesday on the 15th. That's when I'll be putting out any content. So if you're waiting for me to put stuff out, the only way I will be able to do it will be on PC, which not goes against what I believe, because I'm a console gamer. That's what I do, and my mod reviews and everything is all on console. So I know I kind of shoot myself in the foot by sticking to my guns and saying, look, I want to wait and do it on console. It just means when they send me early access, I I don't normally use it. So just to let you know, if people are wondering why I haven't posted any content, that will be why. So we can activate double application rate, slows the vehicle down, but you're putting both loads of fertiliser down at the same time, or you can leave it as it is. If we turn on the slurry tanker, nice animation, nice glistening, shiny slurry spreading at the back. Turn that off. The other one, we will put it on double application. Like I say, they're exactly the same tanks, same capacity. We will activate double application rates, turn it on. As you can see, we're going a lot slower, but we are, if we go to our map here and then go across to soil composition, go to fertilised, turn off the rolling. As you can see, that one put down one lot of fertiliser, that one's done 2. And obviously you'll get through the slurry or digestate a lot quicker as well if you're doing double application, but it means you've only got to do one pass over the field. I do like that kind of glistening, almost sort of strobing light effect on there. That makes it look really real wet, you know. That's pretty cool. Anyway, the Annaburger HTD pack by VertexDezign. Moving on from there, we've got this, the Lely Lotus 1250 Profi. This by Baki, 4.67 megabytes download, 4 slots on console, 12.5 meters wide. This is a Tedder. And that's exactly where you'll find it. If we go up to our Tedders, out on the very end there, 26 grand, 80 horsepower required, slot count will come down to 1, no options available, you can do it just like that. It's got a nice unfold animation on this one. A lot of them do. A lot of mods that come out have really nice animations for unfolding and, you know, folding and all the rest of the things, with all the sound effects to go with it. And I think when we're playing the game more and more, things like that we take for granted. We kind of just do it because unfold the machine, get on with what I'm doing. And I do like that. Turn it on, drop it down, and away we go. 12.5 meters of tedding goodness from the Lely Lotus 1250 Profi by Baki. Which brings me on to the last of the mods for Thursday the 10th of November. And it's these. This is the Farmall M, MD and MV series by EY Modding, 25.82 megabytes download, 11 slots on console. I know a very happy man at the moment. Rob is over the moon with this bin. I know we've had a couple of Farmalls. We've definitely had one, maybe a couple of Farmalls. He sent me a picture a while back of him driving his dad's old Super M when he was 11 years old. It's a brilliant picture, and he messaged me yesterday and said, "Hello, you beautiful Farmall M, welcome to FS22. This is the thing, isn't it? For a lot of people, say, oh, it's an old tractor, low horsepower, I'm not interested. But for people who might have driven them, used them when they were kids, or even adults, I love old tractors. I think they're beautiful. And these are no exception. So this is by EY Modding, 11 slots each, 25.82 megabytes download. I think I've already said that, but it doesn't matter. I will say it again, just in case. You'll find these under small tractors. I'm going to start with the Farmall MV. It's cheaper and it only goes up to 47 horsepower. The Farmall M goes up to 51. So I'll start with the lower horsepower one first, then we'll go the other way. But like I say, these are 11 slots each, will come down to 1 slot. So we start off with the Farmall MV at 25 horsepower, the MDV at 33 horsepower, the MVTA at 35 horsepower, the MDTA at 40 horsepower, and the Farmall Super MV at 41 horsepower. The Farmall Super MDV at 47 horsepower, so that's the highest it will go up. Obviously, as you can see, the seat changes, the exhaust switches sides and changes depending on the horsepower being given to the beast. We've got wheel setup standard, wheel weights, rear twins, back to standard on this one. We have no mud guards, or we can have mud guards, the little shell protectors by the side there, just to stop you getting covered. Attachers, we've got a front attacher. We can have a rear 3-point, or we can have both. You can have a front loader attacher on this. You can have a quick front loader attacher, or off, and then we can change the main colour from the standard to the demonstrator. I just really liked that. I thought it looked really cool. I know, you know, that's your more classic Farmall, but it just looked really cool. So that's the Farmall MV. The Farmall M, we start with the Farmall MD at 35 horsepower, the M at 38 horsepower, the Farmall Super MD at 40 horsepower, the MDTA at 44, the Farmall MTA at 45, the Farmall Super M at 51. They're gorgeous. Wheel setup on this slightly different. We've got standard, wheel weights, rear twin, and then you've got the tricycle with wheel weight and rear twin if you want. Then we've got no mud guards. Same attacher options, front 3-point link both, front loader attacher yes or no, and then the main colour same as well. So let's start them up, shall we? The movement on the front axle, horn, lights, front and rear. A little rear light on there as well. I mean, these are concourse condition. They're immaculate, but absolutely glorious. What we'll do is just stop for a second. First person, let's have a look down as we drive forward. Oh dear, I don't know why stuff like this makes me smile so much. It's just amazing. It's not like I've ever driven a tractor like this. You know, I've been to a couple of tractor rallies where you've got all the old, more obviously the British ones, not so many of these sorts of things, but I've seen some. Cockermouth Show and stuff like this, I'm drawn to them. And then this one here, with the tricycle. There we go. Glorious. Now with the with people having access to the Platinum expansion, Platinum edition from today, I'm assuming mods will drop later on today. Potentially we might get some more mods. It depends whether Giants are still working on making sure that everything's good for release on Tuesday. Sometimes it can be a bit hit and miss, you never know. So we might get more mods later on. But anyway, that's it for Thursday the 10th of November. This has been the Farmall M MD MV series by EY Modding. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.